Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and I'm here to have it's an announcement actually for the new challenges for this month, April. I know I'm a little bit late. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I had a very long working day, and yeah, when I am a little bit tired, I do not sound very happy on a video, so I didn't want to make a video sounding no, not as bright as usual. Uh, But I have a flip through video, a show and tell video of the Spring Bloom vintage journal pages and the vintage book pages. This one has 20 pages. This one is a huge kit with 30 pages. And this one was actually bigger, and I already skipped a few pages. But I still had them and I couldn't leave them. So I created an add-on for the vintage book pages. And I will do a flip through or show and tell. These do not have all the book pages like the other one. It's an add-on to that kit, but it's also a very good kit to use as a standalone kit. So you don't have to buy all the kits together and have it complete. This is a complete kit on its own too. But I couldn't leave the pages, and I wanted to. Well, I want to play with them. So, but I have 2 journal pages. Large tags, a collage page, a coin window envelope with some fuzzy cut elements, and I have these labels, stitch tags with some florals and a design and some script. Of course, there's a letter included. I'm not sure if it picks up on camera, but there's a pattern. So there's a slightly very light pattern, but you can see it. But on camera, it's difficult to see. Well, for me, it is when I'm looking through the camera. A sheet with tabs and some little cards. Then I have, let me just switch, that's easier. 2 pockets and 2 large journaling cards. You can also turn this into booklets, of course. And then I have a little page, well, not a little page, I have a page with 2 pages together, so you have little elements to play with. Another journal page, another collage page, and I also have the labels smaller and also in sepia. And I also have the labels in the larger version of sepia. And this kit will be listed for now in my Ko-fi. And I will list it for a special price. I will put in 30 kits, and it will eventually end up in my Etsy. But for now, I will put it on my Ko-fi shop, so I can put it out there for a little, well, for a little less, for a cheaper version, cheaper price. I don't know how to say it. It will cost you less. And I also have made a kit with random labels, stickers, and stamps. 9 pages, but it's actually 10 pages because I put in a freebie. But I have like, okay, I have to do it like this. Sorry, I have these tickets. These are in sepia, and I have all these labels, the word labels. Then I have more stamped labels, stamps, more stamps in sepia. Then I have same sheet in color, and I really like these. And then I also have the smaller version of the sepia in the color. Then we have the labels in sepia and the tickets in color. If you get lost, This one is in color. This is in sepia, and in color. So we have these. Then of course we have the larger version in sepia, the larger version in color, and the extreme large version of the tickets. These can almost be used as little pockets and tuck spots, but I still will keep them in. And I added this one in a more regular version, so the same in smaller, but these are extra included. And these will be in my coffee shop, but it will be almost as a freebie. I will just charge you a little amount, but not this will not cost a lot. So if you're interested, go check out my Ko-fi. And the other thing I want to tell you, I want to do challenges this month. And normally when you do a challenge with items from your own stash, you win 1 entry if you post something. So if you post a picture or post several pictures of one item, it still is 1 entry. And if you post an item that you made using the add-on or the spring bloom or the vintage book pages, so one of these kits, one item from one of these kits, your entry will count as 2. So your name will be in the name picker wheel twice. I have a sheet. Maybe that explains things better. I'm not sure if you can read it. I will also link this information in the Facebook group and also in the challenges itself. But we have 3 challenges, one on the 7th, the 14th and the 21st. And challenge number 1 will start tomorrow. And I know it's the holidays tomorrow and Easter and everything, so you don't have to start right away. You can also enter on Wednesday or Thursday. It doesn't matter. Is making a mixed media tag with flower, butterfly and some lace, trim or fabric. Anything extra is okay. Okay, I forgot to type anything. 1 entry if you use random items, papers from your stash, and you will earn 2 entries using the spring bloom pages, vintage book pages or the vintage book page add-on. So this is all the same for each challenge. Challenge number 2 is a little bit more work, is making a stuffed paper bag. It can be a small one, a big one. You can also make your own paper bag, or if you have one in your stash, add some little pockets and a little flip, and of course, it has to be put in some ephemera pieces. I made a mistake, but you will know what to do. If you do it with items from your own stash, you will earn 1 entry if you use spring bloom, vintage book pages or the vintage book pages add-on. You will earn 2 entries for each post with a different picture, of course. You can't do the same picture over and over again. And challenge number 3 is making a little piano roll booklet. I'm not sure if you saw, but I came up with this. And I asked if somebody wanted to see how I made it, and people did. So I thought maybe I can it has to be like this. Turn this into a challenge. I saw my piano rolls on the shelves in my room, and I thought, well, maybe I can make some sort of piano roll thingy myself. And I do have to say I didn't glue down everything very well, because I was making this while I was designing papers. If that makes any sense. But in this case I used the faux ticket, the faux French invoices. These are also listed in my Etsy. No, not in my Etsy, sorry, on my Ko-fi page. And I wanted to do a challenge with that, but that was during the time we lost Mr. Supervisor, so I never did a challenge. I never did anything actually with that little kit. And this one I made with just regular, came in a box with a packet. And the washi. I do have to glue down the washi. And I did punch some holes to mimic like the piano roll. And of course it's not the same shape, but I didn't have the rectangle shapes. And I did some sewing, as you can see, and I did collage and stamp, and you can roll it like this. I even made the roll myself because that's well, I used a straw as a base, and I thought maybe we can do this as a challenge. So the third challenge is making a piano roll booklet. Well, this is my take on making a small piano roll lookalike. And you can use your scraps, stems, do some stitching, embossing and washi tapes to embellish this paper roll. You can make this with or without the beads. I have not added the beads yet. I want to add the beads, but I didn't do that yet. And I will try to make a beginner's version so you can all join in. But if you think this is too difficult for you because you're just starting out with paper crafting, we can also do a specimen slide, because that can be fun, but it's more, well, it's not as difficult, and you don't need stitching everything. So challenge number 3 is actually 2 things. You can make or the roll, the piano roll lookalike, or the specimen slide, or you can even do both if you want to. And April 22nd until 28th, it's the time we can all finish all the challenges. So if you didn't finish this one in the first week, you can also post it in here in this week and during this week, and have everything rounded up in this week. That's okay. When you post, you have to use the hashtag aprilchallenge. So yeah, this is it. I do not have time. I wish I had, but I don't have time to do the mixed media tag, but I will do this weekend. I have to work tomorrow, and then I have 4 days off, so then I have time to craft and do filming. And like I said, you can join in with your own items that you have in your stash, and you will earn 1 entry. But if you have purchased the Spring Bloom, the Vintage Book Pages, or if you want to only use the Vintage Book Pages add-on kit, you will earn 2 entries. Just so you know. Okay, I hope this was clear. If not, please do ask in the Facebook group. The challenges will be up, not today. I think the first one will be in the air tomorrow. So it will be in the Facebook group under the events. And like I said, you don't have to rush and go crazy on doing everything this weekend, because I know you have different plans. You probably want to see your family and everything. So you can also post it next week. But I wanted to give you the info so you can think about it, be creative in your head, and next week you make the most beautiful things. And I hope you will join in. And I also want to wish everybody a very good weekend. Maybe I will talk to you before Easter. I don't know yet, but if I do not see you before that time, I want to wish everybody happy Easter. And yeah, this is it for today. Stay safe, stay creative. I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. Bye.